Keep watching to meet one of America's top trial lawyers, Michael Ponce of Ponce Law, as he discusses law firm technology. Michael Ponce, attorney and CEO of Ponce Law, graduated from Suffolk University in Boston with a bachelor's in biology and a master's in business administration. He also graduated with honors from Tulane University Law School in New Orleans. Michael Ponce opened his law firm Ponce Law in 1994. Awards include a 2019 Superior Rating by Avvo, 2020 Martindale-Hubbell Platinum Award, $1 Million Circle of Advocates Award, Super Lawyer Recognition, Tennessee and Reader's Poll Choice of Best Local Lawyer, and he is a certified civil trial specialist. Ponce Law also partners with Fox 17 every month to recognize people in his community who devote their time and energies to helping others in his program, Hometown Hero. Michael and his team have helped thousands of injured victims get compensation for their medical bills and lost wages through various cases. Now welcome, Michael Ponce. I'm here with Michael Ponce of the Ponce Law Firm to talk a little bit about technology and how it's impacting his firm and maybe your firm as well. Michael, could you please share with us a little bit about the technology you use at your firm and maybe some of the successes that you've had with it?
Well, this is right now kind of a sea change, I think, in terms of technology in the legal field. There are so many new products that are coming online and about to come online that it is really, in my opinion, revolutionizing the field of law practice. I don't think we've seen a change this large since we had the advent through LexisNexis and through Westlaw of online research. I think the other thing you might say would be just word processing, things like that. But since then, and that's been a long time ago, right, there has not been a huge amount of technology changes, but that's all changed over the last year or two, right, with artificial intelligence coming online, with the new cloud-based case management systems allowing people to work seamlessly together anywhere in the world with secure technology. A lot of the other advances that we're having in research and video editing are just incredible.
They really are. Mm-hmm. And AI is, of course, a huge hot topic mm-hmm. right now across so many different industries. And it's interesting. It's impacting us in the finance field. I can only imagine what it's doing in your field. I've read articles about people using it to help write briefs, pleadings, things along those lines. How has that benefited you, and maybe what are some of the warnings that you may give others?
Well, I think with any tool, it's incumbent upon the law firm and the lawyers to be careful about anything that they're putting their name to. Mm-hmm. Some of this new technology can get people a start on their research, possibly get them a start on drafting, but you can't leave it at that. We have an example just a couple of months ago with a law firm in New York who got into some pretty serious trouble by just taking, I think they used ChatGPT in that particular circumstances, and taking a brief and signing their name to it, filing it with the court. Yeah. And ChatGPT is a great tool,
right, but
it's not foolproof. Right. And in this particular case, it made up legal cases which did not exist. And you can imagine being on the other side of that, where you're having to explain to a judge why you apparently just made up cases that didn't exist at all.
Right.
And so it's a good cautionary tale. Mm-hmm. But I don't think it's an indication, though, that you cannot use the technology. Right. And frankly, ChatGPT is I think it's just at the infancy. I think the technology we're going to see in a couple of years is going to put everything we've got right now, make it look primitive.
Right.
And it's also, the technology is used in a lot of other areas. One of the things that our firm recently did is we've paired with another company called Roadproof, mm-hmm. and they have gotten access to the DOT cameras in the Middle Tennessee area and a lot of other areas. We've got an exclusive arrangement with them, and that technology that we've worked with them on captures that video. Wow. Where it used to be just used by the Department of Transportation to see what traffic conditions were, if there was an accident, see what was at, call in, the police or whatever. But it wasn't saved, and we would, back in the day, we would try to, get that information from the Department of Transportation, and it didn't exist. we don't save that video. Well, now we do.
Right.
And it's been a huge endeavor because, as you can imagine, there are DOT cameras everywhere.
Oh, there are.
And, to save that much data, before cloud-based systems would have just been impossible.
That's fascinating. That's one of the things I was going to ask about is how can you use technology for lead and referral generations? That's got to be a great tool.
Well, I mean, that technology can help us prove or disprove a case.
Right.
If our client doesn't have a case, if there's video out there that our client was at fault, we want to know that. We want to know at the early stages.
Yeah.
On the other hand, so many of these accidents, are often, or at least used to be, he said, she said type accidents.
Right.
But anymore, through the department, through those DOT cameras, or even just through surveillance cameras that local businesses have, Ring doorbell cameras, whatever else. A lot of times, if a law firm, if someone retains us on early enough, and we can get our people on the ground early enough, we can get that video, and it can prove our cases that otherwise, years ago, we would not be able to prove.
Right.
So it's a game changer.
It really is. That's amazing. Now, from a pure business standpoint, how have you seen technology? I know that all of us as people who run businesses, and in your case, own a business, everybody is pushing to do more with less and faster and better. How have you seen technology, AI, whatever it might be, revolutionize your practice from a business perspective?
I think from a business perspective, the fact that most people don't want to work in the office all the time.
Right.
I think there's a sense of camaraderie. They want to be part of a team, and it's easier to get that when you're in person.
Right.
But they also want some extra flexibility. And the technology now, through VIOP phone systems, through integration with cloud-based case management, allows teams to work together, whether they're, taking a sabbatical and they're on the other side of the earth, or right next to you, to be able to work at the same time on the same case, and collaborate and do that remotely. It is technology that I think is really revolutionized our practice. Even before this, though, before we went kind of remote during the pandemic, we were already geared up to do this, but it was a little bit awkward, a little bit clunky.
Right.
And now the technology is so much smoother, it's so much more efficient.
Yeah, and we're seeing the same thing. A lot of our workforce is remote, but it enables us to get together physically when we want to and actually have that camaraderie, but also give people the flexibility in their personal lives to not have to commute 45 minutes every single day to get to an office to work. And you're right that the Zoom functions, technology in general, internet hookups are so much faster. It makes everybody's life, I think, a little bit more enjoyable.
Right.
So if somebody's watching us now and would like to get in touch with you or learn more about how you use technology, can you give us your contact info?
Absolutely. Anyone can call us. Our phone number is area code 615-851-1776, just like the Declaration of Independence. Also, contact us through our website. It is www.poncelaw, that's PONCELAW.com, or you can reach me directly. It's michael@poncelaw.com.
Excellent. Well, Michael, thank you for taking the time to visit with us today. I look forward to future success.
Thank you.